teleport so that Camo can get back and quad fighting in mid. Have EDG been watching the tape?
Let's find out, we'll see.
They have not watched the tape.
Yeah.
Simon was not ready for that. He's just out in mid with the spike.
Donated, yet still the right click in the hands of Kang. He picks up the upgrade, but he's going to be cleaned up. This is what Team Liquid are good at. Comes down to that discipline. They've honed it, they've refined it. Still, openings could be found. The microplays that Team Liquid love to cook up on the fly are so good.
Last player standing.
What's really set them on that path, and it really begins here in Bangkok with a pistol round win. The horn just reveals as well. Not quite anything to break it. Satchel, lay it down. Stuns right behind them. That's an attempt by EDG just to try and bail out one of their star players. It's going to be an inevitable round at that. Team Liquid up to 2.
Now we get to see whether Team Liquid have got a new bonus round idea. They ran a very similar pistol.
It's a pull as a supplement, and this guy is being chased now. Chomping at a bit to try and get a piece of him, and meanwhile, Kang's cracking open the opposite side of the site. Chico does isolate the fight with Chichu going down, but still Kang will not be stopped. And that's also a critical kill of that. It's going to be catching mid-lurk, and already you can see it, the ult, the threat of it, already pushing out and pulling out some of that util. Kang tucked up top rafters, nobody swinging for this guy, and it's all dealt with. 2 surviving, tested into this spot and position. He's got some help from on high. People are going to be joining him, and what a beautiful shot that is. Easily dismisses it, but EDG are not to be trifled with. They're going to be running them down onto the site, and well, just walking straight into the sightlines. Nats makes a decent go of it. That is flicky. You need more than that at this point with EDG playing like this. Nobody, a 4-piece. The time is ticking. Chances to win the round, dwindling still. This is sharp by Kiko, man. Doesn't matter as the eco, he's doing damage and more. Him and Kamek side by side. The rifle picked up, but won't be able to keep it into the next. EDG, Paddy cannot really help. He's not much longer for this. War still stunned. Hits that. Trade inside, kick off to the side. Plenty more targets where that came from. Simon has to stick that plant down so they get that extension, but it's a 2v4 at that. In through the corner, Kiko is taking names and ripping off heads at this point. Too much to overcome for Kang.
That is going to be tough.
Oh, Nats. Will he spot the head? Silhouette's waiting. It's a fight taken out through spawn, and the crosshair placement is immaculate. See if he can make a go over towards heaven. That's going to be Salvo's fault line. Everything going to be committed. Nats, you're in the danger zone, son. Plenty of targets, but he's going to be swarmed and overcome still. Bit of help maybe occurring. Paddy Tech is quick with it. Reinforcements have arrived. There's no way. Steps forwards. Wants to take the fight straight to them. What a challenge from Kamek! And it's 2 taken away. EDG, but a bite from the round, removed just as easily as that. The spike dropped down. Dumping the util. Now it comes down to stray spam. Kill's going to be found as well with the highlights occurring. Chichu! Straight into mid. He might be able to find this one. It's an easy target potentially yet. That's a spike on down into mid. Meanwhile, Chichu up through the guns, trying to find it up through heaven. This is chaos. This is anarchy. But EDG, they thrive in it. They were molded in it.
They know that Kamek's here.
And Kamek has got a lot to do as the playmaker. No way, man! Down to the 1v1 somehow. Camo is low. But not planted for them. That is a worldie of a shot. Camo with a wraparound, but now he's given up his position. Chichu half already. He's earned himself the outs. And shots are rattled, fired off. Camo TPing away. Chichu, he's sticking this one. It's down to the minor margins. Make it look like operator even at the best of times. Here it is. Attempt to try and push past that. Orb will be punished.
So much decay damage going on there.
Yeah. Chichu doesn't look like he suspects that there's that Camo tucked to the side, but Camo's also not really expecting it whatsoever. The lurk up, anticipated, so clean, flawless. Now getting a bit of a run on and a bit of a move on. Nade at that. Rebounding towards the back. Chico finds it. Bulldog in hand. Nobody. Short work. Made of Camo up towards heaven. Snappy. Cappy. Chico will attempt to make do with what he's given into the round, but it's absolute shreds. It's scraps. You've got 9 seconds left, and you are tiptoeing around the site, son. Suffocate them out of the side. They want to try and get themselves in. Drops it down. The C's avoided narrowly at that. Still Nats. Okay, I mean, the snake bite. Push players into unfortunate scenarios and positions potentially there with the aftershock in hand. Flash up and away. It's all dodged in time. Nats too clean. And towards heaven, and Camo still causing all sorts of difficulty. He hears it. The rumble, the footsteps. My God, man. He's ripping him to pieces, and Kang, knives in hands. You have to do more than slice and dice. You need a bloody miracle. But maybe he's the man for the job. Could potentially do it. Time ticking, though, getting away from him, and Camo knows it. Play to the win cons, doesn't even give him the fair fight. And doesn't even let him save the operator. Grains himself towards main as well. He's going to be that backup policy with the ultimate in the back of his hands, but there's bodies and backs facing towards him. Kang up and around, and still flicking, but Kiko, man! What is that? An explosive opening. Kang with 3, down to that 1v1, and still, again, the time's going to be ticking and potentially getting away from him. He needs to find a player with Kamek. Trying to root Kamek out. Smoke covering most of the fire, tapping away, but he needs a rifle spray to just go his way, and it's not going to happen.
He should be stepping back in that spot.
TP forwards. This is so damn fast. This is so damn fast! And no one's expecting Chi-Chu, man. Caution to the wind at this point. Both of these teams are taking chunks out of each other. Rapid at that. Kiko with a whole line missing. Still Simon's there with a trade. Crouched up in place. Needs to do a bit more. Heaven though, not watched for. And Paddy, he's perfect onto these angles. Once more, Camo. Just absolutely. Team Liquid are going to be fast onto this one here, but that's going to be Rolling Thunder, committed, TP, evacuation, salvo at that, but Camo, he's deep into their spawn as players, and kills occurring all over the bloody place.
That's a crazy play from Camo.
No way.
Camek's from behind.
Oh, the awareness.
Ticking, yeah, he's got that awareness because these guys are just rats in the walls at this point. Liquid, they're everywhere. Diffuse occurring. Smoggy's got a smoke to obfuscate.
They missed.
Smoggy! Oh my!
He missed.
Are you joking?
Can he get one in this spot?
Smoggy hard committed, but running wide and dropping down. Chi-Chu's lucky to get away with even that. It's an open side for Team Liquid. Or even off site. You've got to try and carve out path to success here and now. Out to the side and wide as Chi-Chu picks up that 2-piece once more, and Smoggy for the reposition. Kills flooding in. From Heaven is going to be preventing the walkout, and Kiko, he's right in there, yep. Flood attempt caught for Team Liquid. They sense it, they smell it, there's blood in the water, and as these players line up, the damage is done and more. Nobody makes a good go of it. He's found that timing indeed. Kang!
What's that?
Here he is.
He's got
time to show up and try to shut them up. Forwards, Kiko still lurking, contacting, another flash as well, and a peek forwards almost with a reset of the aim. Chi-Chu is their guiding light in that round. Looking for bodies, he's hoping that EDG will just open themselves up. Kiko sailing sky high, brought down like a clay pigeon. It's EDG now up to match, or at least map point. I don't know where these players are, but still Kamek, no way. Kamek, a body.
Off the A ramp pressure.
Open up towards ramp though, Kang. Hold up. Plays in his face and a shorty at that. My God, Camo just turned him into mincemeat down towards the vents and a peek out wide. Chi-Chu, if you got a little bit more, maybe, potentially. Can't quite get the third, but Smoggy by his side. Nats. Face, how much longer will you be kicking? They can't remove this guy. It's a thorn in their side and more. It's buying time and space for his team to get back in. Util expended, out through the smokes. The feed is filled in red and we missed all of it. No shade to the observers, man. Back, forced to respect the Chi-Chu sees, that connects into the corner, needs some help, needs to bail out Camo. Instant with the trade. Chi-Chu lucky just to get the one. Putting a squeeze now onto him, Kang's hot on the heels and he does eat him up. EDG are not gonna give him those openings. There's discipline at its core, paranoia flushing him out wide. He's lucky that he didn't fall in the first time. Kang finally puts an end to it and puts him to rest and puts the map under their belt. Split goes their way.
So let's have a look at the pistol setup then. EDG looking to take some A control. Are they going to slow down after this?
We're going to see if they can do some damage and rip off a few heads, but it's all Team Liquid so far. Get them a move on. This is a rapid play at that. Plenty of bodies ready to meet them, but Chi-Chu. Flash gets the acknowledgement, so Paddy now knows he's going to be facing all sorts of these players, but backs himself away after just receiving the one he's low, though.
Just wants to play his life in this spot.
Yeah.
Play for the reinforcements.
Make it awkward. If he can deny the plan as well, it'll be good, and he does do just that. So I think he might have just heard that one. Yeah, the TP. So he's got his eyes trained onto the spot. Camo almost winning that one out, but with one left, standing headhunter in hand for Nats himself. It's going to be tested, but oh my, no one watching for that potential option. Off to the side is a steel guard and let loose. Makes his way across into the site and a shorty into the hands of Paddy. Tries to earn himself that upgrade. Not that it would have been much help in the end. Still trying to maintain control and shut them down in through lane. Team Liquid, every avenue accounted for. They rip into the ult and now Camo. He's hoping to do a bit more damage. Kang though, he is the danger in this one. 3 already in it. Make it 4. It's a cherry on top and a thrifty. Presented by MasterCard. We'll see who ends up on top. Way up.
He took the teleport.
He did.
Perfect timing.
Back. Meanwhile, into the smoke. That's Paddy. Watchful eye onto it. He was still alive and kicking out towards the back here. The Salvos might just push him out of position. No, not quite. They're not going to clear him. He can just spam himself through the wall. There's 40 seconds left roughly into the round. Camo lets it loose with a dimensional drift, and the crosshair placement. It's impeccable. It's perfect. And from Team Liquid across the board, more than ready for it. So he's still alive here to play a bit forwards, but the positioning is expected. Predictable. Kiko happy to capitalize, and he takes it one step forwards. Camo off onto the flank, dodging, juking. Chichu can't see a bloody thing. Blind as anything, yet still wins that fight out. Dominates the angle. It's important to control a main. No Simon with the slam bloody dunk. EDG stepping up to the challenge, up through mid here. Close quarters action. Nazi was cutting it up close. Still down and out, and these players are just flooding into mid.
On the lurk. I don't know why Simon's been hard lurking with Nightfall.
Angle, Salvo as well. Comes about here. Players almost lining up for it, but EDG going for that clean sweep. We're attempting for it. Paddy.
That is...
Yeah. You're giving the plot away here, and it's just a call for the 3-2-1 swing out from the players to the wall triggered. That's an attempt of a timing by Kiko. He's going to make a go of it. Still, he's trapped tight to the corner once more, and EDG barely removing this guy, but still finding the value. And as the wall fades away, Nats. Simon sticking, diffuse, potential half, and it's not quite planted for him. So the stick all the way through into the end. And it's Simon who saves the day for him. Nats, consolation prize for the kills at the end. Util at least to try and help him out. The Salvos, so there's no pushback, but there's a pull into their face, and they're all blind as anything. Spamming away, vulnerable dump. Can the judge even save you here? It's Nats making a good go.
I mean, Nats has got a free gun, so you might as well.
Look a bit flashy into the tail end of the round.
His own slow betraying him there, though.
Going to be difficulty in that. Hunter's Fury, Simon just predicts incorrectly. Sidesteps into the wrong direction. Smoggy. It's going to be fading away here. It's a stun with good connection at that. It's going to be onto the second player, but pulls it back in a round. It's going to be the TP to evacuate. Salvo's in through, into back calls. Steel Garden for a Steel Garden. See the shorties in play. Armageddon at least, trying to buy some space. Oh my God, Paddy, what the hell are you playing at? Pure reactions. Just the aim in your eyes that you can lean on and try and rely on. Earns himself the 1 to the 1v1, but Swoggy saves the day, and EDG shut it down before it just gets away.